What is up, guys? Welcome to Horror Nights Unscripted, a podcast dedicated to everything horror in a unscripted and unique manner. I'm Adrian from LoshTV.
I'm Michael from Hallowed Thrills.
And I'm Scott from SoCalExploring. So, episode 18, right?
Number 18, yes.
Number 18. 2 away from 20, guys. We'll do something special for 20. Don't know what that is. But, I mean, we'll do something special, I guess. You know, maybe a giveaway, you know. Small giveaway, though. So, you know, something simple like that. So, boys, what are we going to do today? Hey, Phineas and Candace, what are we going to do today? All right, yeah, Michael. Michael's Candace.
I don't know where Perry is, though.
I'm Perry. There's no Ferb.
What?
I mean, true. None of us are British.
Exactly.
So
none of us can talk in a British accent. As you guys can see, we're kind of confused today. We had a guest, but they had some issues, so we'll have to push that guest for a couple weeks from now. But we will have that guest on sometime in the near future, and it'll be a good episode. So this was last minute, and we still wanted to get a podcast out to you guys, and figured, you know, there are a couple updates to talk about, as well as some general haunt updates rather than just Horror Nights. So we're going to talk about them and give you our thoughts on them, as we always do here on Horror Nights Unscripted, busting out episodes to keep you guys entertained as much as possible. And I think we got a good amount of topics. HHN 30 stuff, merch stuff, the Halloween horror crate, merch stuff, all that fun stuff. But take it away, Adrian. Where can they find us on social media?
What? Social media. All right, here we go. So, why do I always have to do this?
Because I do TeePublic, and then Michael does SoCal, or Michael does YouTube or whatever.
All right, I mean, that works. So, of course...
Do you want to do YouTube?
Huh?
Do you want to do YouTube? Do you get offended that you don't get to do...
No, it's fine. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm not hurt.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
I got to the intro this time, so I think I'm okay.
Okay, cool.
You can find... I'll start with meme this time, because I'm an idiot. So, you can find me on Instagram at LoshTV and on Twitter at KingLosh. You can find Michael on Instagram and Twitter at Hallowed Thrills. Then you can find Scott over there at SoCalExploring Media across the board. Yeah. I could have said the same thing for Michael. I just realized that.
Oh, Hallowed Thrills? Oh, yeah. His name is the only one that's normal.
Yeah, ours is over here fucking...
Like, different.
Yeah. We didn't think this through.
TeePublic shit. Our merchandise stores. All click the link down in the description. Hallowed Thrills, The Lost Shop, and SoCalExploring. All linked down in the description for you guys to get some official Hallowed Thrills merch, King Losh merch, and SoCalExploring merch, as well as Horror Nights Unscripted merch is on there as well if you want that, if you choose to purchase that.
Is King Losh merch out there?
Yeah, you need to make one like that where it just has a crown on your name or something.
Don't forget about the Usher merch.
Oh yeah, the Usher merch.
The Usher, the rapper.
Yeah,
Usher, the rapper.
Yeah,
not Julian, not Julian.
Not Julian.
Apparently now he wants to do Kanye merch. So.
Listen.
You're right. Yes.
If Kanye wants it.
So welcome everybody to Horror Nights Unscripted, a podcast devoted to Kanye West.
I will only speak of Kanye for the rest of this podcast.
Okay, just making sure.
So if you want to talk about Kanye, I'm sitting right here.
Michael, you know where to take us.
All right, so you can find all of us on YouTube. You can find Scott over on SoCalExploring. You can find Adrian over on LoshTV, and you can find me at Hallowed Thrills. All the links to those are in the description. You can follow the links to those, and they'll just bring us right to the channel.
And you guys already know, if you're not subscribed already to all of them, you're going to want to make sure to stay subscribed, because I've got some good content on all of those channels set up. I'm adjusting my workspace a little bit so I can take my timestamps. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to mention. If you guys, for those of you guys watching on YouTube, And if you're listening on Spotify or any streaming platform, come over to YouTube to watch the visual version. But if you guys are watching on YouTube, you'll notice that there's a little timestamps on the bottom of the video now to where you can actually scroll through the different topics of the podcast. So if you want to get to a specific topic like merch or whatever, you can scroll through there and skip ahead to that if you don't want to sit through the whole podcast. But those of you guys who do sit through the whole podcast, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You guys mean the world to us. With that being said, we'll talk about the merch. So, Losh, what merch dropped today?
So, I saw one with Kanye on. No, I'm kidding. We had a bunch of new magnets come out today. You know, with the vintage, with the 4 logo, like the one that Michael's wearing right now on his shirt, his beautiful shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That the Mummy, Jack, and the Fright Nights, those 4 turned into magnets. But then we saw some new stuff as well today.
Actually, talk about the mask, and then we'll talk about the team member shirt.
I was going there.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to organize my notebook here.
Okay. First, we have 2 new masks. We have a Jack the Clown mask and a 30 Years, 30 Fears mask that has the icons on it. I like how that one looks. I might go buy one.
For being honest, though, I will say that HHN updates Jack mask definitely looks better. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, the Universal one is more vibrant, but David's I definitely like better.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy like the cartoony aspect of this one more than the Universal one.
Yeah, no hate on Universal or anything, because I'm sure they're already planning on doing it, but David got it out first. We got to respect our boy David from HHN Updates.
Like the drip.
Respect the drip. He was the main... He even had the actual Jack actor who wore one. So, you know? But I'm sure he'll flip the gears and wear the Universal ones.
Who knows? Who knows? He might keep David on.
I would think that they would release more. I'm sure there will be more released over the weeks, but I really, really like the 30 Years, 30 Fears one. But here's the thing. I'm going to wait to buy mine until I actually go. Because if in some strange world Ron DeSantis says, oh, you guys don't have to wear masks anymore, then I'll still wear one, actually. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just going to buy it in October, though.
I think I might get one of these masks soon. I'm probably going to end up getting the 30 Years, 30 Fears one. Just because it'll go with like every single outfit that's come out with the Horror Night stuff lately.
You're just going to be rocking that whole outfit?
I'm just going to wear nothing but that for the next like couple months because that's all I've spent my money on. I have a GoFundMe. No, I'm kidding.
Or buy me a coffee page.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you can go buy us a coffee.
buymeacoffee.com/SoCalExploring.
You know, if you want to benefit our channel, you know, and you want to see better content coming to Horror Nights Unscripted as well as SoCalExploring in general.
Yep.
You can go buy me a coffee.
Yep. Because then that means I can raise Michael's and Losh's pay grade for they want to go out to the parks more. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait to buy the 30 Years, 30 Fears one because I hope they come out with different designs.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, because have you seen all the different shirts? Like, it's the same shirt design,
but just different layout.
Different. Weird. Like, perfect example, the new team member shirt that came out today. It has the main 4 icons.
But
to be honest, the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Those shirts keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It scares me, because if there would have actually been Horror Nights this year, I probably would have been in debt.
Because then they would have. You gotta think. Do they have separate icon merch? Because here's what I think. Right. I think that they're gonna come out with separate icon merch, like with that same design, like red, like whitish. Like,
I'm gonna cry.
With like the pin designs, I
like
could see
individual shirts.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! Our bank accounts are gonna be so hurt.
Here's my wallet, Universal. Take it. Just take it.
Like literally, like we're gonna be handing our wallets to Universal.
I mean, shit. I already have.
But here's the good thing, right? Assuming that it still stays on sale all year, online at least, because the Tribute store will probably close around November. Then we'll have plenty of time to buy all the merch and get the collection. Whereas instead, of just spending it all in 1 month and just being broke. Even though I know all of us are already getting ahead on the merch game with buying stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta get ahead for next year, man.
Exactly. And then we won't have to spend money next year except for the house shirts.
Got a point.
And my
No,
flight
here's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna make new merch with the same same design, right?
Uh-huh.
They're just gonna switch spots for the characters.
I like the team member shirt right now. Okay, so there's 2 team member shirts, right? There's the one with the 30 and it has the icons in it, and then there's the new one that has the main 4, right? Usher, director, Jack.
No.
Usher's not.
No Usher.
No.
What, really?
It's Caretaker.
Jack,
Oh yeah. That's what I always forget about
Caretaker.
Okay, I always forget
about Caretaker, man.
Because I don't
man.
like Caretaker as much. I know Losh loves Caretaker, but I don't.
It's cute.
Because you gotta see Caretaker, man, where you can go on my channel and see the horrifying history episode that I did on him.
Selfish plug, shameless plug.
Boom, shameless plug.
Or Losh's merch, the Caretaker merch.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have a ultra-violent comic with him on it. If you guys want to see that.
Exactly. So yeah, I just forgot to do. But me personally, I like the new one that just came out more than the 31. I really like the 31
better.
Well, just because it's so unique in design for the 31.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't know. I like it because it's more. It feels more of the shirt, and seeing the main 4 icons on there is just really cool too. The way that I don't know, whoever is designing those, it's really neat.
They're just like, here's the icons, give us shirts, and they're like, all right, here's one. All right, throw it on a shirt. Here's another one, put it on a shirt. I feel like that's exactly what they're doing in the back.
Yeah, the whole comic theme that they're going with this year is really interesting.
Different.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
not
how I
retro.
feel
It's just
about it.
vintage, like big comics.
but it's just all
Well, if you think about it, right?
based around comics.
If you think about it, in the 90s, it was kind of like the spur of comics. Like, comics started gaining popularity again in the 90s.
Yeah,
So it kind of makes sense if they're going with a 90s retro year, which is what we were leaning towards for the 30th anniversary. So it kind of makes sense to have this comic-y look to them.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. I like it.
Ooh, you know what we missed when making our list of stuff to talk about?
What?
The last what would have been speculation map.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Losh just had a heart attack.
I just fucking nutted.
All right, we'll segue into that real quick. But Michael, I haven't heard your answer. Which one do you like more of the 2 team member shirts?
See, personally, I like the more comic book thing that they're going for on the new one, the one that just released today.
By the way, pull up that
enjoy
map,
one
Adrian.
more.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like the new one more?
I like the new one more because it has the whole it has their names with their each individual panel. I just really like the layout for that.
Yeah, same. I think you're the only one there, Adrian.
It's fine. When I have my team member shirt and you guys don't.
Yeah. Well, see, you're able to get it. But, me and Michael can't get it. Must be nice.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I'll get it. I might fork out probably
Don't do that.
$80.
Don't spend mad money on a shirt, bro.
If you're a team member at Universal and you want to get me one of those shirts, I will Venmo you money. So let me know down in the comment section and get in contact with me.
I second that. Hit me up.
I don't go with gambling, so please, if you're a team member, help my dogs out, please. Thank you.
So
we're
gonna segue into that final speculation map, which was recently released by HHN Nightmares. HNN Nightmares. I always mess it up. It's been a while since we talked about a speculation map. Which this was their final rumor speculation map that they're gonna release until it got canceled. It has house names on it, but it is interesting to see because this could very well be what's coming for next year. Exactly. Scare zones on there, house names.
Yeah.
So read off the official names that we have on there.
Me?
Yeah.
We have Universal Monsters, The Brides. We have Texas Chainsaw. Not Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not Texas Chainsaw 3D. Texas Chainsaw. Bedtime Stories, The Tooth Fairy, Horror Nights Icons, Anniversary House, Twisted Tradition, Pumpkin Lord, Mannequin Theater, The Haunting of Hill House, Beetlejuice, and The Demons of Billie Eilish.
Wait, did you say The Demons of Billie Eilish?
Yeah, The Demons of Billie Eilish.
I'm pulling up the thing right now. Hold up.
Wait, did you not see it?
Bro, did you not see this map?
I did, but I just didn't really care about it because I was like, oh, well, it's going to be
This
from
man
next
just
year.
shared it on his feed and was like, yep, that's a map.
Hey, I didn't share it on my feed. That's why I just was like, whatever.
See, a lot of people immediately were drawn to the whole edition of the Demons of Billie Eilish. The edition of the Demons of. Everyone
Billie Eilish and they were like, ew. And then they added demons and they were like, demons?
Hold up.
Okay, yeah. See,
Wait a
you
minute.
guys, I'm so tired of the HHN community sometimes. Here's one of those big reasons, right? As soon as you put another name on there, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" Oh! And then as soon as they said Billie Eilish in the very beginning, they were like, "Oh, that's so dumb. She's gonna be depressed and bring kids to the event." Blah blah blah. It's gonna be a good house when it comes next year. I guarantee it.
Well, now the whole addition of that first part of the name now means that it's more of just an idea-based house from her, not just based solely on her music, not based on her music
on the music
videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll just be stuff that she pulled out of her brain.
It'll be an original made, her original ideas.
Yeah. It'll be like Hollywood was supposed to have a Jordan Peele original.
Oh yeah, that got scrapped because they were gonna go down to 4 mazes or 5 mazes or whatever. But then the whole event got scrapped.
It's okay. It's a lot better now because now we have a whole another year.
And where we're gonna have a killer event where you guys can actually have a reason to come out here to Hollywood.
I hope so.
Well, now you know to save money.
I hope so.
Hopefully by then SoCal has taken off and we're all just making good money.
we're all just banking.
Texas Chainsaw, like you said, no more Texas Chainsaw 3D on there. And I did hear rumors about this from multiple sources saying that it was literally just going to be the regular Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's it. No reboot, no 3D, literally just the original one. So, yeah. Hopefully that IP gets replaced.
Give it the axe, man. Get rid of it.
Listen, I was okay with it coming back, and that was only me being nice to the property.
Well, I was okay because I thought it was going to reboot.
Huh? I mean, I wanted to see something new, but
there's so many better IPs that they could bring back.
Well, Universal doesn't do that sometimes.
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Agree.
Halloween.
Give us the original Evil Dead as a maze, man.
Oh yeah, huh?
Oh.
They should have brought back AVP and do it better.
I mean, wasn't it here for 2
No,
consecutive
they
years?
could have brought back Trick or Treat.
For Hollywood. Well, yeah, but what would they do with Trick or Treat? That's too
No
recent.
one would have complained about Trick or Treat.
I mean,
I think that the
wouldn't
Cheeto
know,
brothers
but it
need to
hasn't
get
been
on
long
clowns.
enough.
Huh?
No one would complain, but it still hasn't been long enough for people to need it to
fangirl
come
over
back
it.
yet.
That's true.
No,
Listen.
I think that Cheeto Brothers need to get started on that Killer Clown sequel, which, by the way, me and Losh are both wearing concert. Like Michael said, he missed the memo. But the Cheeto Brothers need to do a Killer Clown sequel, and then it needs to come to the event.
We should try to get them on the podcast.
The Cheeto Brothers?
Yeah.
Just talk to John Massari and ask him.
Try to get all of them on.
John Massari is a good friend of ours. He's the music composer for Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Done collabs with him in the past, so he's a really cool guy. I don't know, we'll try it. We can try it. I haven't seen him do other podcasts, so we can always try. That'd be a cool guest. Bedtime Stories, The Tooth Fairy. We already knew about that. Twisted Tradition Pumpkin Lord would be the rumored official name for that house. I'm surprised they threw Twisted Tradition on there. Well, I mean, obviously it was supposed to tie into that, but
Cario,
yeah,
Ohio.
I guess, yeah.
I think they just wanted to put the house in Cary, Ohio to tie into the lore as well.
I mean, they could have without adding that on. They could have just put it in the extended storyline of it.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of because we really didn't get any like there was so much story in Twisted Tradition that we didn't really get completely explained to us. We knew about the kids, not the kids, the teenagers that were all there trying to like do something. It was Halloween Day, and they opened up the curse or whatever. That curse could have been the Pumpkin Lord. This could have been us finding out throughout the house.
And then the rest of it is all man. I'm surprised they didn't. There's no official name for Mannequin Theater.
I mean, we still have an unnamed scare zone, so
Yeah,
it doesn't surprise me.
I'm gonna segue into that right now. I just want to wrap up this for the houses. I also like how they put in the speculation map the what would have been edition.
Yes.
But let's talk about the scare zones. Michael, read those off.
So we have over in the plaza, we have the anniversary zone. Over in New York, we have 30 years, 30 fears. And then in San Francisco, we have Terra Cruentis. And then in Central Park, we have the Unknown Original, which, like we said, does not have a name, which is surprising. And then the last spot in Hollywood, same as the last speculation map, is Creepshow.
I have this weird feeling that the Unknown Original would probably have tied into like fear for some reason.
Man, I don't know why they included fear in the icons.
Fear's in a lot. He's on the merch. He's not really featured on much else. Like,
well, do you think that he would have been in the icon house?
I mean, he's an icon.
Yeah, but like, who wants to see fear in the icon house?
Maybe they name the anniversary zone. They bring back the Fear Unleashed name.
Yeah.
For the anniversary zone. That's just what they call it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my most anticipated for this, if it was true and if it is true for next year. Terra Cruentis, Creepshow, Anniversary, 30 Years, 30 Fears.
Here's the issue we're running.
Fears.
What?
30 Years, 30 Fears.
30 Years, 30 Fears.
Here's the issue we're gonna run into though. Now with the Terror Queen. Technically, next year is 16, the 16th year.
But it'll technically be 15 years later.
Yeah, in like the lore of the event, but
no, math-wise.
But it's like, but it's 16 years since the last time she showed up. We're just gonna run into that issue.
Well, the Mayans ruined the calendar. They messed up when they were doing the math. So technically, that year will be fine.
Sure, whatever.
I mean, I don't know. That's my anticipation of this. I don't think that they should have, if they are doing a 30 years, 30 fears scare zone. Like,
I don't think we need an anniversary scare zone as well.
You don't think that we need one?
Okay, I don't think we need an anniversary scare zone and 30 years, 30
Well, it'd just be a combination for the anniversary. Oh, you're talking about both of them together. Yeah, I think that if they're going to do it, they need to just put them both together instead of two separate.
You can, because that front scare zone really feels useless every year. Except for last year, I really liked it because it was an arcade, the lighting, it all made sense. It tied into the whole event. But in prior years, that scare zone's been complete shit. Like, I think the last time I liked that scare zone was when it was, what was that called? Scary Tales.
Yeah, Scary Tales.
Wasn't there a year that it was just like all the houses, like, it was 2018, right?
Altars of Horror?
Yeah.
Back in 2017?
No, 2018, where they had the poltergeist thing on there and everything.
Oh, that was the Harvest.
Oh yeah.
But it was just scarecrows there with the things.
Okay, well, what was the one where they had the different like characters from the houses?
That was Altars of Horror.
Altars of Horror.
In 2017.
That was interesting. You never see something like that in Hollywood. So it's just
was a terrible scare zone.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a very good scare zone because they didn't really scare you. They just kind of stood there.
And then of course
it was a big old photo op.
Yeah.
You have just like Killer Clowns was, but that's a different story.
That was fun though.
They have the no shows. It'd just be the two US areas, which are in Central Park and in the Fear Factor stage. So there'd be no shows, which I think is fair. I'd say, at least for me, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that and I was kind of surprised because I would expect them to at least have one show in the Fear Factor stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least an anniversary type show, just because you're able to space that out. They spaced it out for Fear Factor.
From what I've seen, the Fear Factor show is huge. Like the theater.
The stage is huge.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that show gets filled almost every single show when it's AOV.
Yeah.
So it's like they haven't even reopened it for like Fear Factor in general since the park's reopened. So you can't even get an idea of how they seat.
I will bring up my idea that I had about the difference between the anniversary zone and the 30 years 30 fear zone. Just gonna quick go back to that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be similar to opinion that I'm gonna be having out in my video tomorrow, which covers this.
Hey.
We have a Hallowed Thrills video finally.
Hey, I post once a week on Fridays. Everyone knows this, hopefully.
Consistency.
But no, so my thoughts were the difference between the zones is the 30 years 30 fear zone is going to be what we got on the t-shirt that released, which is going to have vamps from Vamp 55, probably characters from Festival of the Deadliest.
Oh, Meets. Pumpkin Lord. Bone. Oh no.
And maybe people, Patience from Shady Brook could come back. Just like a lot of like classic, like original Scare Zone ideas come back in that zone. And then the anniversary zone will probably be like we had for the Icon Zone, and they'll just all be on stages. They'll have marks like social distancing marks, and it'll pretty much just be a picture zone. So each icon will have their own theme stage. They'll probably have or maybe not their own theme stage. Maybe they'll have like 2 or 3 stages, and they'll rotate the icons throughout the night.
Yeah. So basically, like what you're saying is basically like the icon house compared to the anniversary house.
Yeah. Yeah. The exact same way, but they'll just have it in the scare zones out in the streets. What are you doing?
There's like a piece of paper in this pin. It's just really bugging me. I don't know. Speaking of merch, I know you're just talking about scare zones.
What?
But
okay, continue.
We need to address the elephant in the room about.
There's an elephant in here.
Shelby's button.
Ah.
Oh.
I thought there was an actual elephant in my room. I'm gonna see an elephant tomorrow. If you guys want to check that video out, it might be out on Saturday. Going to Busch Gardens for SoCalExploring.
Losh is going to Busch Gardens, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. I understand that you guys are enjoying all the content, and that Pennsylvania is just randomly thrown in there. But I do appreciate the support that we got on that Hershey Park vlog. We just need to build a bigger fan base across the nation, because right now it's just Florida and Hollywood. Soon it will be Pennsylvania. But Shelby's art, the AP button. I need to pull it up.
The ghostly swoosh.
Okay, give me context, man. Losh, while I pull this up.
Ghostly swoosh.
That's all the context you need.
That's all it is. It's a black button that says ghostly swoosh in yellow.
It's the new Universal Orlando pass holder button.
Yeah, it's September's button.
And it reads...
You're gonna make me pull up my email real quick?
Death is only the beginning. The undead can be pretty sneaky, but we'll make sure to give you a heads up when any ancient soul-eating phantoms are nearby. Starting September 1st while supplies last, and it just says ghostly swoosh on it. Where is that from?
It's Kodak.
Yeah, it's Kodak.
It's Kodak?
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was from something else. The bottom line is, while we got distracted there and my camera flipped off, Universal Orlando, just give credit where credit's due. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Period.
I'm going to read you guys something that I received that you guys didn't receive.
Because we were sleeping on the opportunity to purchase this item.
The Halloween Horror Crate, which we talked about in last podcast with David.
Not the Horror Nights Unscripted crate, guys.
Yeah, which I called it that. Let me pull it out here. He sent out an email to everybody who purchased the Halloween horror crate, and it's a cool letter. Actually, I'll put it on the screen right now for you guys to follow along while I read. Those of you who are watching on YouTube. But he, like I said, he asked about when you subscribe to it. He asked what your worst fear is, what your favorite icon is, and I forget. There's another thing, but it's kind of a long letter, so bear with me here. It has blood all spattered over it. To whom it may concern, it's been 3 months since I first started my sessions with Dr. Agana, and I am beginning to grow concerned about her practices. The sessions force me to experience my worst fears, and I'm not sure how much more I can take. The thought of a snake slithering in my bed makes me anxious and unable to get a good night's rest. Is this doctor even qualified? I do find it weird. We are only able to meet at midnight in a dimly lit room, but I figured it was just a part of the process. The room is also unfurnished, with the exception of a few old chairs and large mirror that sits atop a vanity desk. It's also my birthday in a few days. A handful of times while getting a few short hours of rest. Wait, what? It's also my birthday in a few days. A handful of times while getting a few short hours of rest, I had a horrible nightmare about being tied to a chair as 4 shadowed figures walk towards me. The room is dark and only lit by the faint flames of what looks like a cake of some sort. I wake up in a cold sweat, holding a, I don't know what that, it's spelled like sweat. I'm assuming it's sweat. A cold sweat holding a random object that seems to appear out of nowhere. Is this just my way of coping with the fact I'm getting older, or do these figures really exist and are coming to get me? I will continue to keep you updated. Also, expect a package in the next coming weeks with all the items I've acquired through the night. Through the night terrors. Maybe you can make some sense out of them. Goodbye for now. Sincerely, H. So yes, I can't read. That's what you guys got from that.
I have a cool letter too, by the way.
What is it? A?
Cool letter.
That's a nice looking letter. Yo, I like that
Cool letter.
I like how David is kind of telling a story, because this means that letter kind of has to, I'll say, message, so you don't that message has something to do with what's inside of that box. Now, am I going to open it and there's going to be a rubber snake in there? I hope so. I saw someone got one with like tornadoes.
You're going to open it and it's going to be like snakes in a can. It's just going to shoot straight out.
It's like, oh my god, it's going to be a sandworm, like a snake. But he did say that there's a trigger button in one of each of the boxes. Hopefully I get that trigger button. That'd be dope if I did. But it's kind of interesting to see how he's telling a story. So if you guys purchase that Halloween Horror Crate, the monthly subscription box for Halloween Horror Nights, presented to you by HHN Updates, then check your Gmail or email or whatever you use and see if you got that letter as well. Dude. What was that?
I got a box.
Oh, the Halloween Horror box?
No, this is the LoshTV Pushpin box.
Okay, you're going to be sending them out to everybody?
Whoever wants one, I'll give everyone an individual Pushpin. So, yeah.
By the way, guys, sorry that I read that so terribly. I'm not good with reading long stuff at all.
This is why we're unscripted as well, guys.
Exactly.
We tried to be scripted once, and then, dyslexia. Go ahead, Michael.
That's talking like the doctor is Bloody Mary, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I got that.
I wanted to butt that in, and I was like, I'm pretty sure people know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people know, but
if you guys don't know, then yeah.
If you don't know, well, now you know.
One last HHN topic before we dive into the local haunt stuff. Marty tweeted out a bunch of stuff today, and it is concerning to me, right? Because I was telling Michael this beforehand, Adrian, before he got on here. There were reportedly lots of layoffs for Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood today. So, first of all, my heart goes out to whoever was affected by this. Some people depend on Halloween Horror Nights as their career, year-long, developing mazes, etc. But one person that concerns me is John Murdy. Now, he was tweeting out lots of stuff on the Hornets account, saying that he won't see us for a while, so it's going to be one last time for a while for him to tweet at people. Now, this could be, the obvious thing, which is he won't see us for a while because Hornets 2021 is still a far ways away. But something about his tweets just concerned me that he's retiring. It's just, I'm just want to put it out there. I did ask him, and he said no, but he didn't really directly say no. It's just concerning to me. I want to get you guys' quick thoughts on it.
I feel like it's been years that's been like rumored that Marty's gonna retire.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I hear it every Halloween season, but it never happens. I mean, Marty's put a lot of time into the company, and he basically helped build Hornets in Hollywood to what it is now. I feel like he's done a lot for them, and if he wants to go, he should hand it off. You know what I mean? Because he should go off on one last amazing year, being next year, just to be that tip of the hat to all the Hornets, or like Hornets Hollywood fans. I think he should go out with a bang next year.
I feel like...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't see him retiring like this year, but like Adrian said, he might do one last hurrah and go out with a bang next year.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, as he put it multiple times when people tweeted at him about him possibly retiring, he said, "Who knows what the future holds?"
Exactly. So
he's like after this year, who knows what the future holds?
Yeah. It's just concerned because here's the thing, right? I'm sure Murdy's salary is a lot. He owns a house in Ireland and owns a house down here in Hollywood, so I'm sure that man's getting paid well, especially since he's the main guy. Is Hollywood looking to just pay a team like in Orlando and just like get rid of his contract? Is it the end of his contract? It's just so confusing. Because, like Losh said, the rumor has been going around, Murdy's retiring. And he did say, like, years ago, like, the year that he does Universal Classic Monsters as a maze is the year that he wants to retire. Obviously, that didn't happen, so that means that he still wants to go through with the event, and I still believe that he can do it very well. The question is, does Universal want to move forward with him? Because Universal has turned more corporate and just more... about money, really.
I think he didn't leave after Monsters because Creature from the Black Lagoon was not in that maze.
So he wants to do that.
He wants Creature from the Black Lagoon in a maze. I feel like that's why he's like, I got this ace in my pocket, but you guys don't want to let me put it on the table.
It's Universal, dude. Like, Universal's turned into a big money thing. I wish that Halloween Hornets was circa 2015 and below. Actually, I'll say 2016. But now it's just IPs that are relevant, and and I've been defending Billie Eilish a lot, but Billie Eilish, Stranger Things, just a prime example. I mean, the only reason we got Ghostbusters is because Ghostbusters would be a big money move. Not because it's a fan favorite, but because it was a big money move.
Yeah.
And yeah. That's all we have on that topic for Horror Nights in general. We're gonna segue into stuff that we're doing new for small haunts, because we have a couple small haunts news. More in specific, we're gonna talk about Marl's Nightmare right now, and we're gonna talk about Scream and Stream to kind of wrap things up. So I don't know a lot about Marl's Nightmare or Scream and Stream, so you guys can take this away.
I talked a lot today.
So Mara's Nightmare is similar to like any other haunt that you've been through. It's going to be a walkthrough haunt. So far as they have been saying, and it's where is it located?
Mara's
Riverview, Florida. And I think it's near Bradenton. I think I don't know, but yeah, it's supposed to be at Mara's tomorrow's pumpkin patch, which is what they do normally during the month of September and October. And during the nighttime, they'll be doing the Morrow's Nightmare event. And recently, they have been starting to announce some of their houses that they're doing for this year's event. And let me see if I can find them. They announced the first one. God. 6 days ago? No. Yes, 6 days ago, and they've announced 3 houses already. Well, two houses and then like one special type thing. Yeah. The first one that they announced was Vampire Junkyard. And I'll read through the little spiel that he has with it. The Aguilar County Junkyard has been the final resting place for the residents' extras for many years. Now this land of twisted mayhem has become inhabited with bloodthirsty vampires who have laid claim to the residents' forgotten memories. Even worse, they have evolved. They have infused themselves with steel to create a razor-sharp bite that gives a whole new meaning to the term Metal Mouth. Their new realm just became your worst nightmare.
I like it.
Yeah, and from what I saw, they will all the vampires for that like as the person said who runs that account, all the vampires will be wearing masks, like as in like face masks. So yeah. I don't know how you'll.
I mean, the one thing I can see them going with is having the mask actually resemble like a vampire like look, and having it their like face painted to match said mask.
They could actually put like straight up like fangs on the outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or I know I've seen a guy who's been in the process of making masks that have like posable mouths.
Oh, sure.
That like they're completely like sealed like masks made completely of fabric, but it straps to like the bottom of your chin, so as you talk, the mouth opens.
That's pretty cool.
But it still stays like the mask still stays sealed while you're doing it. So it still
like protects you and the person in front of you as well.
I mean, I highly doubt that they would use something like that, but that would be really cool if they could find a way to do that. Let me move on to the next house that they announced. I'll ask Scott what he thinks about that.
Yeah.
What, the mask?
No. Well, the mask, and then there's the thing itself, the actual house itself. It's clearly you're not paying attention over there.
Half asleep the whole time. He's just.
I was paying attention to something else.
Vampire's Junkyard.
Morrow seems like it has real potential because I mean they're teasing a lot of stuff right now, which like Michael would talk about more, you know. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
Are you sure we were talking about Morrows?
Were you?
We were talking about the first house that they announced.
Yeah, I know. That's
Vampire Junkyard.
Yeah, Morrows as an event.
Yeah,
but I want to see your opinion on the actual
the first thing I see.
In all fairness, I was trying to figure out. I was already planning the videos for SoCal this past week, or this next week, so I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll pay attention to this one.
All right, fine. We'll move on to the next one. This one is called Snap and Scream. Oh, wait, you wanted to say something?
I was going to ask if it was the snap thing, like the picture thing.
Yeah. Snap and Scream.
Is this a photo experience thing?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's it's like the walkthrough picture opportunity thing.
Do you have the thing pulled up on your phone?
I'm looking for it.
Oh.
I know I found it.
All right, you can go through that one.
I'm going to read it. Right. The pumpkin patch has been overrun by monsters and mayhem. Journey through the madness and into animatronic scenes where the things that go bump in the night are waiting. From creepy to corny, it's a picture-perfect nightmare. That's the description of Snap and Scream. And it basically just says, it's an immersive walkthrough photo opportunity unlike anything you've seen ever. Take a picture, it'll last longer.
Not gonna lie, I feel like it's just gonna be a bunch of things from like Spirit Halloween that you could take a picture with. Not to be mean.
That's pretty cool though. I mean,
at least
where else are we gonna get our nice picture of us three?
Well, hopefully they're actually like good animatronics.
Yeah.
Not some like Spirit Halloween stuff.
The fact that it hits me with creepy and corny, I feel like we're gonna get like generic scarecrow photo op, and then like random werewolf photo op.
I just hope that there's a couple. Like, I hope that it's actual like a structure, like an actual photo experience, like like the really cool ones that just come around locally for about a month. Like they're like, I'm trying to think of a good idea or a good example. Just
I mean,
cool
I hope they
photo.
have. Yeah, I hope they have like some sort of like themed area for each like animatronic that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you seen that new Krampus animatronic that that Spirit Halloween's putting out? What if they have that and they make the house, they build the house as like the picture area? That'd be cool. I mean, you got to think of some way to make that sound better.
I hope that it's not random. I hope that it has a story to it.
Yeah.
That would be cool though. Is that all for that event?
We have one more. How about I send it to you, Scott, so you can read it, so you don't just look around.
I guess.
There we go.
The dark. When we were little, darkness scared us, whether we slept with the door open or with the nightlight on. We created a sense of security from the unseeable, a peace of mind, if you will. But what happens if we didn't? Journey back to the beginning, journey back to childhood. We're unplugging the light and closing the door, putting you in the darkness, surrounded by the unseeable. Open your eyes. What do you see? Now, see, this is interesting because how are they going to do a pitch black experience while still creating social distancing?
They'll probably only allow a certain amount of people in at a time. Because from what they're saying,
what
they
I
have
heard was it's a solo experience.
Okay. That works.
Oh God, no.
Oh God, no. No, please. God.
I'm gonna cry.
That'd be so creepy.
I can't do like solo experiences.
I can't either.
I feel uncomfortable. I need to like make sure the person behind me feels safe, I don't care about myself.
I don't get scared in like houses or mazes ever, really, but if I'm going in alone, I'm gonna get scared.
Oh yeah, period. Ya tú sabes. That shit'll scare the fuck out of me.
I don't know. I'm curious to see how this one, because like I said, physical distancing and there's characters in there. I'm confused on how it's gonna work. Either that or it's not in the dark. It's just kind of dark in there.
In regards of Morrow, that's the last thing that they have announced as of this recording.
But they're announcing
their latest tweet says they're announcing something tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So tomorrow meaning today when you guys are watching this. So make sure to follow Morrow's Nightmare on Twitter.
But continuing on smaller haunts that are going to be open during this Halloween time.
We're going to dive right into our last topic, which is none other than...
We have two. They're DriveThru Haunts.
Okay, we'll do these as small topics because we're reaching an hour already for the podcast.
It's the same thing. Like it's Scream and...
Yeah, it's the same exact concept.
Yeah. Scream and Stream and
Stream.
Haunted Road. They're both DriveThru Haunts. One of them's in Kissimmee, and the other one... Where is the Haunted Road? The other one's in Orlando. So they're both centric to people that come out to Horror Nights Orlando. I don't think the Haunted Road has said anything about their event.
Besides the concept art.
Besides the concept art. And I believe the same thing goes for Scream and Stream.
Well, didn't they release that concept art? Oh, they haven't said anything though, right?
They've shown you like pictures of where the cars are gonna go through, like the trail.
So that facade looks really cool.
Yeah, it does.
That Scream and Stream is the one that's shown the facade.
I must say though, I'm more excited about Haunted Road.
They haven't said anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. They haven't said anything.
But like their concept art looks like something straight out of Horror Nights, so.
It does, but just I don't know. The fact that they haven't said anything, and we have people like things like Morrow's Nightmare and Scream and Stream that are actually like continually saying things. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as of right now, Tomorrow's Nightmare is looking like my
most anticipated.
Oh yeah,
my most anticipated thing.
But the thing is, right? Is where's Morrow's in Tampa?
It's out there. It's out west. Yeah.
So how far is it from Orlando?
2 hours. Hour 45, depending on how fast you drive.
So you're gonna drive my ass out there after Volcano Bay tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we out. We out. We out.
If you're down, I'm down.
An Airbnb, fine.
You heard it here first.
I'll drive on the way back. But one thing I want to touch up on before we end it is, like, I'm really concerned about these DriveThru Haunts, because at first they seemed like a good idea, but then people brought up the thing of, like, okay, what if people just, like, floor on it when they get scared by the characters? Like, are they gonna have you on some track like they do at the car wash? Are they like?
No way.
Like,
no way.
I'm confused. You know.
What I think is they might have like a marquee guy telling you to, like, that you're okay to drive, and then they have to, like, stop your car. Kind of like how parking works at...
Oh, like put it in park and then they come up and jump on your car and stuff?
Yeah, something like that. Kind of like you drive through the scenes and maybe they have like a radio station linked up to like what audio they want you to hear.
If they have like the little audio thing, like almost like a drive-in?
Yeah, almost like a drive-in.
That'd be sick. I could see that. I'm just concerned about this character safety if they were to do like actual drive through the whole thing yourself.
Yeah, that or they just have someone get in your car. And they tell them that you can drive.
They
completely takes away from all the social distancing.
It's like you're taking your driver test. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting. Nonetheless, you'll see me out at least in one of them, and then you'll see Michael and Losh out at mostly all of them that are in the area. So, be looking forward to that. Well, guys, I think we turned a good episode into, or an originally planned good episode into a better episode. I'm happy with this episode. What is it, like 12 over there?
I don't know. It's about to hit midnight.
Yeah.
So wrapping up the podcast, my name is Scott from SoCalExploring.
I'm Michael from Hallowed Thrills.
And I'm Adrian from LoshTV.
And we are Hornets Unscripted. It's been a late one, at least for these boys. I'm chilling here in California.
Wear a mask.
Oh yeah, wear a mask. Enjoy that ear rape by Losh.
I'm sorry.
Wear a mask, though. All right, wear a mask.
I was like, I just spent a whole hour without reminding you guys to wear a mask.
Follow all of our socials down below in the description. We've been Hornets Unscripted, and we'll catch you.
Remember that positivity is key.
Stay excellent, my dudes, and stay hollowed, guys.
Yeah. Be prepared to be thrilled.
Prepare to be Hallowed Thrills.